Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the San Diego Comic-Con Icon Heroes exclusive Jiu Jitsu Combat Creatures Ringmassster, sculpted and designed by the Four Horsemen. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector.
And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
For more than 2 years now, Articulated Empire has become your trusted online retailer. They carry all the latest lines like Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, Marvel Legends, NECA, and much, much more. They ship your items quickly and securely. You'll be quite happy how Steve and his team follow through with their care and attention. Articulated Empire also offers free shipping over $75 and no tax except for Illinois residents. So head over to articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. The back of the package has some beautiful photography from our good friend Trevor Williams. You can see the Icon Heroes logo in the top left, Four Horsemen logo in the top right, and then a list of all the people who worked on the figure in the bottom right. And of course his name, complete with multiple consonants, the Ringmassster. And of course, if you want to read his bio, you can zoom in right there and do so. It's pretty lengthy and it's pretty nice, and it ties into the Icon Heroes world of Jiu Jitsu very nicely. Now, of course, before we get this figure opened up and out of the package and taking a look at everything he comes with, you may be asking yourself, why in the world would the Four Horsemen take an existing character out of Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions and then throw that over into another IP from another company? And it's not really that. This is a character, this is a sculpt of a snake creature that we have seen many times. This sculpt actually goes all the way back to Wave 1 of Cosmic Legions and Oleg Thygar, who we will be taking a look at and comparing some of those parts in just a minute. But the Icon Heroes toy group, they have a line of warriors that used to be called Jiu-Jitsu, and there was a line of anthropomorphic animals dressed in karate gear. And those figures were, I believe, sculpted and ushered through production by the Four Horsemen. Icon Heroes went to the Four Horsemen to help them get this line off the ground. And now this line has gone through a little bit of a evolution, and it is now going to be referred to as Jiu Jitsu Combat Creatures. I don't know, I don't have any of the originals. I know that there's a couple of new exclusives that are getting ready to come out, I believe at Motu Fest. These look really nice as well. But this is sort of like the Four Horsemen helping them, like with a tribute, kind of like a tribute figure is what I would really call this. But it is using existing parts. But the sneaky thing is not only do we have some new cloth goods and soft goods from C. Jessam, not only that, this figure packs a few secrets in that it actually gives us some parts that we have never had before in the Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions lineup. So let's get this guy out of the package and check out what all the secrets are. All right, going over the accessories here, I do want to start off with the one and only weapon that you're going to be getting here. It's in this nice like gunmetal in red to pick up the colors from the tassels on the scrolls and the gi itself. Now we have seen this topper before. I believe it came with the Manisha Cinderhorn figure that came out recently. So it just looks very Asian, Eastern inspired design. So you do get this long staff as the one and only weapon. You do get two of these bronze scrolls, one with red tassels and a red seal. We did get both of these previously with the Monkey King, the Figura Obscura. You're going to get two heads for the snake creature. Now we've seen both of these designs before, the one with the mouth closed, the one with the mouth open. This fleshy inner mouth, the mouth of the snake already freaks me out, but the fact that it's this like flesh color and white just really creeps me out. The paint job on here is gorgeous. The bright yellow eyes, sort of blue, like the dark bluish purple going into the brown is just exquisite. You can see that there's some metallic, there's like a sparkle to it. You can see there's like a glittery metallic sheen to the blue, which is just absolutely gorge. 100%. You do get the snake tail. Again, you have that beautiful like blue metallic paint going on the top, and then the brown, and then the black cuff that fits into the tail, the bum hole, for lack of a better term. We do get 2 gripping hands that are both, you know, the blue and the brown on vertical hinges. We get 2 weapon holding hands that are on horizontal hinges. And then we get 2 snake hand, like gesturing hands, on horizontal hinges as well. Now, if you were to see this figure on a shelf or at a toy show and you're thinking to yourself, I don't need that, it's all reuse, you know, you could be forgiven, because we have seen the upper arms and the body, the upper torso and the shoulder part down to the elbow. We've seen this before, all the way back. Wave 1 of Cosmic Legions, this is the body that was used in Oleg Thygar. And then we saw the snakes introduced 2 years ago. I believe it was at Legions Con when they unveiled the Reign of the Beasts, and the secret table drop was the Ninian Infantry. Then we got the upper forearm in the well, no, we already had that was here. We did get the newer snake feet. We got the snake legs, the scaled, you know, sort of dragony kind of legs. So we got a lot of that reuse, and the snake heads introduced in the Reign of the Beast table drop. And then we have seen this figure released again here with this guy from the retailer wave. His name just escapes me, like all of a sudden it just disappeared. But if you were to like look at this and go, oh, this is all complete reuse, I did the same thing. I was like, this is all reuse except for one part, right? And then I was wrong. No, it's actually multiple parts are brand new that we haven't had before in the line. Vernalis Arden Scale is that guy's name. The information is in there, guys, but the 50-year-old brain has a little bit of time that needs to go and locate the file. So we're gonna break this down, and we're gonna show you what parts are brand new that are kind of new and unique to this guy. I think I even had a comment when I showed this off on Double Jointed where somebody was like, I really don't appreciate the Four Horsemen putting new parts on a figure for another line. That's not really cool, especially when it's an exclusive that not a lot of people can be able to get their hands on. I think this guy is going to be able, I think you are going to be able to get your hands on this guy. I think you are. I think he will probably either show up at shows next year from Four Horsemen. He may show up at Legions Con. He may be in stock on Legions Con, on stock with Four Horsemen in an in-stock sale. He might go up for sale on the Icon Heroes. There's a lot of avenues for you to be able to get your hands on this guy. And I can understand why you would want to. He does look really good when mixed and matched with other parts and pieces from both Mythic and Cosmics, and we're going to go over that. But I did want to show off first and foremost this gi that we have here that was produced all by the team over at CJSM. They did a really good job. You can see that there's like this little gold line. There is nothing that's wired. There's nothing that needs to be wired. Even the belt is not wired, and the belt is not the way it comes in the package. I had already opened this guy up and done a little messing around with it, and I had to retie it, and I didn't do it properly, but the belt just comes off completely as one separate piece. Again, it's not wired. And then the gi, I wonder what this gi would look like on like a Storm Collectibles kin or like a Jada Toys kin. But of course you can remove the upper part of the gi, and then the construction for the lower part is actually really, really neat, because this is the first time I've ever seen the team at CJSM include like a snap, like a functioning snap in their work. So you have a little snap piece, and it has a little flap for the this new piece, which I thought was the only new piece, and this actually covers where the tail goes. And as I've already popped this in once, I can tell you this, they really refined how the tails pop in and connect now. They've really nailed it down, because this tail was actually really hard for me to unplug to do the review, to package him back up for the review. But as you can see, the tail goes in nicely, still fits with the pants, and once it's in there, like, that's not coming off. And that's definitely not been the case before with this style of tail. So let me angle the feet down a little bit, and let's see here if I can remove the pants. And before we have to toss up the sensor bar, yeah, he doesn't have any little snake bits to bring out the old sensor bar, but you can now see the fully intact head to toe. You can call it a snake body, a lizard body, dragon scales, whatever you want to call it. But there are some new parts and pieces that we're going to go over. First and foremost, we've seen the feet, we've seen the thighs, we've seen the abdomen torso piece, the upper shoulders, we've seen the head, we've seen the hands. What we haven't seen is this new rubbery mid section right here, this loincloth area. This is all one whole piece, has that beautiful paint of the metallic blue all the way around to the brown, just gorgeous paint job. So this piece is new. Each of the forearms are new. We have not had this piece before. And even though this part goes all the way back to Oleg Thygar, you can see that they've brought the little spiky fins back. The little spine pieces are down on the lower forearm like they are on the upper forearm as well. I mean, upper shoulder arm, the bicep area. Geez, get it together. And then it has been brought down to the lower shins, which are also new pieces as well. And just look at the beautiful paintwork. You've got the blue inside, the brown, the dark brown, the blue, and it does have sort of like a purpley tint to it. I hope you guys can see that it's kind of like, almost like a color shift. There's a little bit of purple, a little bit of dark blue, and it's just gorgeous. So in case you have never seen the articulation on this guy, let's go over that right now. All right, so with the head, you can go up that far. You, of course, can go down that far. The head's really easy to swap. There we have it. The head can go up that far and go down that far. Not as quite as far as this one, but there you have it. A lot more menacing there. The arms can go out to the side, hit that T-pose. No problem. Again, guys, always heat your figures up. Give them a warm bath before you get to doing all this, especially if it's cold in your neck of the woods. Arms can go all the way around. We have the hinge. Single joint hinge right here at the elbow. It's going to get you about 90. Rotation. We have the hinge and swivel at the wrist. The hands are really easy to pop out. This is a single joint torso, so you're going to get a ball joint at the waist, and that is easy to pop out. It has one of the easier pegs, giving you a little more room here in the lower abdomen if you want to pop this off to, you know, sort of remove this piece, and you still have an area for a tabard to plug in. You do have the, you know, the boom boom hole back there, but you can cover all that up. I'm glad that we have this. It's a really cool piece. I hope to see them do this with other races in the future. Down here with the legs, you have thigh rotation, not with a thigh cut, but rotating. It's kind of hidden inside of there. You've got legs can go all the way forward that far. This rubbery piece gets out of the way. Of course, we can go out to the side really far. We can go back. There's no drop down, of course. You do have hinge, single joint knee, bends that far back. Rotation, the little white thing right there on the knee. Come on, get off of there. And then you sort of have the hinge, swivel, and rocker down for the feet. And then you can see how the feet are painted as well. The tail is a bendy wire inside, and you can flex this and bend it any way you'd like. With these tails, I always like to let it hit the ground where the feet hit, and then curl it around and use it as a little display base to help out. And then the other part that we need to go over is the back here, because we do have this piece that we have seen before. This actually is removable. So if you want to put in the wing adapter, if you want to put in some shoulder pauldrons, you certainly can. You just want to remove this. And then if you don't, you can plug that back in and all that stuff gets hidden away. So I have done some pop-in swaps here, so let's kind of go over those a little bit, and I'll show you some different things you can do with this guy. All right, so these are just some still images because I did these over the weekend just to mess around with this guy. So the first one we have here is one kind of similar to one that I saw Bill from Dorklair do, but this one is kind of like this guy mixed in with the Legacy's Urzok. Is it Urzok? Is that his name? So it's kind of him mixed with this really rough-hewn armor. The next one that we have here is one that I threw together with a mashup of him because he's got this purplish tone to him, purplish blue that I mixed in with some of the Armory Knight parts, and I did like a half armor on one side and snake scale on the other, but I just thought that purple looked really nice with this guy's scales. And then here's one where I took some soft goods from both the Scaphoid version 2 and the soft goods hood and cape from our good buddy Sean over at Action Figure Armory, and made sort of like a snake wizard. And you can see here that he not only can wear a cape but also have the shoulder pauldrons on. And then for the last one here, I mean, this one has to be quite possibly like one of the laziest, but this is just wanted to show you like how he mixed in with like a cosmic. So here is the Fisher Rice character armor on this guy. And so yeah, you can really mix and match this guy, these parts in with myths. I mean, because they came from mythics, right? So and they came from cosmics, so you can mix and match as you see fit. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with your pop and swaps. Share them. Let us know in the comments down below. Put a link to your Instagram or whatever, and let us see what you can do with your snake body if and when you get this guy. And there you have it. There's a complete look at the Ringmassster, a tribute figure to the Jiu Jitsu Combat Creatures toy line by Icon Heroes. This figure, manufactured, designed, and created by the Four Horsemen Studios. I really like the new parts used here. I hope we see some of like that trickle down to other figures, other races in the line. I do like this new loincloth piece here for the snake guy, the lower legs and the lower arms. It does open up some new possibilities across all the lines: Infinite, Mythics, Cosmics, Figure Obscura, Graveyard, whatever you want to do. If you like snake men, lizard men, dragon creatures, this is going to be definitely a figure for you. For me, I was willing to pass on this figure, even though I had a friend at San Diego Comic-Con who could have gotten me one. I did pass on it in lieu of Saint Demian from the Cosmics lineup. I would have rather had that figure first, but once I saw some of the pop and swaps that Bill was doing over at Dorklair, I knew I had to add this colorway of the Snake Men to my lineup. But tell me in the comments down below, what do you think of this figure, of this release? Do you plan on picking it up when and if you can get your hands on it? Please let me know in the comments down below, and definitely check out our Instagram page over at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.